at the Best Buy. So we're just gonna go in there, see what we can get, see if there's anything that we need to get. And yeah, so let's go over there and look at what we can do today. So I have been thinking of getting an e-reader so much, and the reason for that is because when I travel around with my books, sometimes they get damaged, and the e-reader would eliminate that problem. It would just allow me to just bring in one small tablet and all my books would be in one place. But the problem is that I like to collect my physical books and I like to read physically as well. And I don't know if an e-reader would actually help with the difference of reading physically and reading with the tablet. And I might have to try it out and see how it is, but it is something that's tempting and also something that's a little scary to try. It does look like most e-readers are 6 inches, and this one is $160. This one is $300, but this is the perfect size for me. But $300 is kind of insane. I was thinking if I really wanted a e-reader, I could get an iPad, but the price is crazy if you're just using for e-reading. But it has more functionality, but realistically I don't really care about the extra functionality because I have an iPad and I have an iPhone. But if I was just using it for reading, the $600 price is not good enough. So I got a backpack. I didn't go with the e-reader because I'm probably gonna get it on Amazon because Prime Day is coming up soon. So I'll probably get it on Amazon if it's cheaper. But yeah, so I'm just gonna look around. Got a bag because I really did need a bag. But yeah, so right now I'm just gonna walk around Best Buy and see if there's anything else that I need. All right, so it's really windy, but yeah, we got a bag. So let's just head to the car and just see what we can do from here. I just spotted a BZ4X, Toyota BZ4X, so another electric vehicle. And yeah, there's a lot of electric vehicles over here, so it's pretty good to see all these EVs out here. All right, so I basically did everything that I needed to do. I got my license renewed, I went to go eat, and then I went to go see the chargers in Trois-Rivières, that big parking lot full of different chargers. I went to Best Buy, bought a new backpack. So now I can just go around, drive around. But I did see that there's a Nissan dealership around here. So I might go there and see if there's an ARIYA that I can look at and just review it or just talk about it, give it first impressions. Because it's going to be the first time that I'm seeing it in person. So yeah, I think I'll go there and just see what's up. Alright, so we made it to the Nissan dealership. I'm looking around and I don't see any ARIYAs. Maybe they're inside. So what I'll do is go inside and check with the actual dealership. Alright, so let's go inside because I don't see any ARIYAs around. But I did call in advance and they did say that there was a few ARIYAs already sold. But I can come inside and just make a few videos. So let's do that. Hopefully they're around here and that the dealership person I was talking to isn't mistaken. I see some Leafs. Okay, I see some Leafs. Let's turn. So I see a Nissan Leaf here charging. Is this the ARIYA? And yes, it is. Nissan ARIYA. So this is actually a pretty good SUV when it comes to styling. Yeah, so you can see the inside. Yeah, the inside is beautiful. Yep, I like it. I like how the screen is. I like how the center console is. This is the cloth seats from what I can tell. Cloth and leather seats does the mix match. The back looks beautiful. Okay, yeah, this looks great. So it is charging here. Charge port is over here. So there's J1772, the CCS plug on the bottom, and the wheels look great as well. So yeah, so there's two Arias over here, one black and one gray. This is the E4, so it means that's all-wheel drive. This is also E4, so this is the Platinum Plus trim, and this is the Evolve trim. The range on this one is pretty bad, but it has a lot of the good interiors. So it has the leather in the inside, if you guys can see, has the moving center console, has the nice screen. Yeah, the Ariya is very, very good. This one is, they say it's already sold, but it's really dirty, so I'm assuming they're gonna clean it. Let's look at the front here. A nice front end. Got a front camera over here. Got sensors all around. Let's look at it from a distance. So it's perfect. I do see a Ford F-150 Lightning right there. I didn't film him because he was looking at me, so they won't have an awkward moment. But it does have the rear wipers, full light bar on the back, Ariya symbol, parking sensors. It does look like this is capacitive here, also for the passenger. Let's look here. So if you look at the inside, the screen is really something to admire. So down here it is capacitive. The screen curves out for the side on the right side screen. The gauge cluster is curved in. Got the cup holders. I'm gonna see if I can get into the inside and have a better look inside, because I really want to look at the inside and feel it. But let's just look at the outside again for the gray one. Nice look on the front end. Looks amazing. Charge port at the right place, either front passenger or back driver. So it looks very, very good. I wish this was parked in reverse so I can get a good thumbnail, but I might have to just deal with this and try to get maybe a good thumbnail like this. See if that would work. But let's see. Who knows if it worked or not, but beautiful, beautiful car. Yeah, so actually I'll try and see if I can get a good look at the inside. But me personally, I like it. So it has 130 kilowatt fast charging, which is pretty much good because it's a flat curve and it doesn't go down. So you're not gonna stay there for too long. The battery, the range on it, if you get the, forgot what trim it is. It could be the Platinum trim that has a very good range. I think it's the Platinum. Platinum has about 480 kilometers on the range. So not quite. The Platinum trim has 426 kilometers on range, but the Venture Plus trim has 490 kilometers on the range. So yeah, just my bad for that little mistake. The Evolve has about 320 kilometers, which, to be honest, is way too low. I know the rear-wheel drive Tesla Model 3 has 394, but that's at least closer to 400 kilometers compared to this. This is closer to 300 kilometers, so to me, that's a bad deal. But the Platinum trim does have good range. The Platinum Plus has the good interior. The regular Platinum trim has the good range, but doesn't have the great interior. So it has the cloth seats. I don't think it has the moving center console. So those two buttons right there moves the center console front and back. But yeah, so I don't think that the regular Platinum has the good interior, but it does have the range. But the Platinum Plus has the good range and good interior. So that's probably the best trim if you have the money. The problem that people have with the Nissan ARIYA is mostly when it comes to pricing compared to other cars. So if you look here, we do have heated seats. I don't think they're cooled seats. They are perforated, so there's holes there, but I don't think they're cooled. And yeah, so that's the problem that people have with the Nissan Ariya is mostly price when you compare it to other EVs. But if you look at it in a nutshell, the Nissan Ariya is very good. There's no frunk in the Nissan Ariya, but you don't really need a frunk, especially if you have that much storage in the back. So it does have good cargo. But yeah, so enough talking. Let me see if I can get an inside look of the Nissan Ariya. If not, then we'll just have to end it with this. But very, very good car. I love it. Love the exterior. And yeah, so I'll just try and get it inside and see what we can get. So I checked and they said they would have let me enter the car and just look and take videos inside the car. But the problem is that the keys are with the service team and the service team is closed today. So unfortunately, I lucked out. But maybe next time I can come back and have a better look at the interior. But for now, I think a great look at the exterior is pretty good enough. It's just basically a first impressions anyways. And yeah, we can compare it to the Nissan Leaf that's right next. So if you compare it to the Nissan Leaf, we can compare that's way bigger. It does mean that it does have bigger cargo. The color is the same. It does have kind of the same accents when you look at the top here. But if you look at the interior, it's almost night and day. So if you look here with the interior, you can see is very much night and day compared to the Nissan Leaf and the Nissan Ariya. There's a lot of floor room right here. There's no glove box, but the battery capacity, I have to remember, what is the battery capacity for the Platinum? If I'm not mistaken, it has to be around the 70-ish, 80-ish kilowatt hours. But yeah, very, very nice interior from the outside. Look here, perfect. I love the wheels. So the wheels look great. But overall, the Nissan Ariya is a very good EV to get. You just have to make sure that you get the lower trims, because personally, I think the Platinum is the sweet spot because the interior itself is very good. You don't need the extra interior, and you have a lot of range when it comes with the Ariya. The interior is very good because you still get the screen. The back seat should look very nice, and I think it does come standard with heated steering wheels and heated seats. But yeah, the Platinum is probably the best option to get when it comes to the Nissan Ariya. And if I was to go with one, I would go with this one. Well, we went to go eat. We went to go see Superchargers. Got a new backpack. Sorry again for the wind. The wind is a lot today. Got a new backpack. Saw the Nissan Ariya in person for the first time. Wish I saw it inside. But yeah, so we're going to be on our way home, and let's see if we need to charge.